People don't be offended by the truth. They be offended because you called out the truth. Simple as that. They don't want to hear any other narrative that makes them look bad.
And one thing I can't stand at this big grown age is somebody who acts like cause and effect does not exist. Like, yes, your actions caused this outcome. Yes, what you did lit the match. Like, why are you surprised and playing victim?
Guys, Chico, they never lie.
That's how you know somebody doesn't respect you. They listen to reply, not to be understood. They cut you off. They minimize what actually matters to you. They laugh at your boundaries, and then they call you sensitive when you try to hold the line. They show up late, they cancel last minute, forget the things you've told them, because in their world, your time, your energy, even your voice aren't a priority. They're just an option. You see, there are two kinds of people. Those who adjust when they realize they've actually hurt you, and those who expect you to adjust so they don't have to change. You don't need to be disrespected loudly to be disrespected deeply. Sometimes you'll see it. It's just in their tone, in their patterns, in the silence after you're known. Respect isn't what they say when they're watching. It's how they act when they think you'll.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Peace and blessings, man. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Happy Saturday. Salutes to everybody. Welcome to the late night tip. I am your host for this evening. I hope all is well. I hope you're enjoying your time off away from work. Staying warm, staying cozy. It's been a while. Well, it's been a while since I've been on Instagram. I just made my debut back officially yesterday. So I'm excited. It feels good to be back on the gram, man. It's been a year plus since I actually got the live stream on that platform, man. And I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. We're going to chop it up a little bit. In fact, just give me just a second. Something that I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna do it right now. In fact, seeing as how this is a celebration for me, you know what I'm saying? I want to get my peoples up on the screen. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Shout out to my poets, writers, content creators, all that good stuff. You see the title. Yeah, it's one of those. Before I play the clip, though, I just want to make sure I'm straight on IG because I don't want them coming for my neck. You know how they are. And we're gonna kick it a little bit, man. Let me get this out the way real fast before we proceed with the show. All right. This man is supposed to save lives. He's supposed to protect the people. He's supposed to heal the sick, the wounded, the shut-in. He's supposed to be a man of the community. If there's danger, if there's something going wrong, you're supposed to be able to pick up the phone, hit them up, her, whoever. They come to your aid and your rescue. That's what it's supposed to be. That's not the situation here. I don't know what his problem was. I don't know what prompted this, but it got nasty. And I've heard some nasty shit before. This was some foul stuff, man. I wouldn't do this to my worstest enemy. Like, it made my stomach turn inside out. So let me do this. I'm going to stop what I'm doing over here on IG. I'm going to bring it up on the big screen because I don't want Instagram to come for me, man. Y'all know how they are. It took me a year to get my channel back. I'm not about to risk them messing with me. So if you're over there on IG watching, come over to YouTube, tap in. You're going to want to see this. I don't want to play it over there and then they be on some other. Nah. Just tap in with me over here. I'll bring some more friendly stuff over there because they try to censor you for everything. I ain't got time for it. So let's do this. I'm going to end it over there. And let me bring up this clip. Hold on a minute. I'm going to bring it up on the big screen. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this shit, man. Because I know I ain't the only one that's worked with people like this before. Angry, jealous, envious, bitter. I don't know what the hell was going on in dude's brain. But it is what it is. Hold on. Let's see. Big screen, big screen, big screen. Yeah, that's more like it. Let's switch this up. Nah, that's not going to work. Let's try this. I'm going to put it right here for now. I'm going to let this play out. And then we're going to chop it up.
Tonight, we're learning new details about the accusations against Chrstopher M. Caroll, the Baltimore County paramedic who faces charges of filming himself committing a sexual act on the food and property of coworkers. Fox 45's Keith Daniels joins us live with a closer look at the disturbing allegations. Keith.
Well, Baltimore County Police arrested Caroll this week. A judge denied him bail today, and tonight he's behind bars. And also at this hour, a closer look at the accused and the allegations.
A Baltimore County paramedic, Chrstopher M. Caroll, facing what some are calling disturbing, shocking charges. The 36-year-old man accused of making videos of himself masturbating and urinating on his colleagues' property and food, posting it on social media. Lewd acts, prosecutors say, that happened at his workplace, including at Baltimore County Fire Station number 2 in Pikesville. Fox 45 News obtaining the criminal investigation papers that detail how Caroll allegedly committed the acts, revealed after a roughly 2-month-long investigation. One particular incident of note at Fire Station Number 2 in November, where prosecutors say Caroll, wearing his uniform and exposing his genitals, walked toward a large ice maker. The post captioned, "They always say, don't drink the yellow snow." Defense attorney Jeremy Eldridge,
I think a lot of people are looking for reasons why people would engage in this criminal behavior.
is not associated with this case, but weighs in on the charges, which are misdemeanors.
These charges are misdemeanors, but they're incredibly serious when you consider the number of victims, the fact that victims supposedly were fed bodily fluids, including urine and semen, and the fact that this was done in a place where firefighters have to trust one another and reside and live together. And there's this broken trust that is going to be the undercurrent of this prosecution.
According to investigators, a Baltimore County Fire Department supervisor was made aware of Caroll's X account with a profile name of Taddick vs. Daddy, where police say Caroll posted images and videos, some of them, they say, filmed within the Baltimore County Fire Department facilities and the Baltimore County Public Safety Building. Investigators say this, quote, large, unique tattoo covering his chest helped them identify Caroll.
The best thing about the prosecution thus far is that it wasn't rushed into. It seems as though the Baltimore County authorities took their time. It wasn't just a matter of identifying the individual, but also trying to get other key pieces of evidence so that it wasn't a purely circumstantial case.
Well, Caroll is on record about the allegations. According to our partners at the Baltimore Sun, he described the pornographic video as, quote, parody and satire, and said that the food and any other items used in the videos rather, were his own. We're live tonight. Keith Daniels, Fox 45 News.
Yo. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm not. I don't even know where to start. Do you want to start with the fact that everybody's trust has been completely shattered? Y'all sleep, eat together. You niggas go out here every day to try to save a person's life. You have the type of job where you are forced to work together. You have no choice but to trust in them if there's a life or a death situation. You have no choice but to depend on them to show up where you lack. You have no choice but to get to know these people personally, intimately. You know their family, you know their friends, you know what they eat, you go to lunch together, you have all of these interactions that have to cultivate a healthy team environment, because you're going out here and you're responsible for the 5 to 10 seconds between life and death. If you get that phone call and they say, oh, you got to go out here to X, Y, and Z, drive through this traffic, navigate these streets and these neighborhoods, terrain, and survey these different structures to get to somebody who might be having a stroke or might have been severely wounded, and you have to be on point. You have no choice but to get to know these people that you work along with. And you mean to tell me that with all of that, you got that much, whatever the fuck that, you telling me this is about OnlyFans? So you're not making enough money being a paramedic? You jump over into this freaky ass social space where you up here doing all types of weird fetish type shit with people, performing for a group of freaks behind a screen, paying $5 to $10 every month to watch you whack off or mess around with animals or whatever the hell your fetish is. Are you telling me that you putting all of this spiritual wickedness into social media, taking it from OnlyFans and then transferring all of that over to these people's livelihoods for entertainment, for extra source of income. You couldn't become a accountant. You got a problem with being a custodian. You have a problem with sweeping, washing cars, cleaning windows. How did we get here? How did you get to the point to where you're showing up to somebody's job? You working with these people. They trust you. Like they literally trust you to take care of them, and you telling me you peeing in these people's food, you peeing in their coffee, you sitting up here in the bathroom or somewhere in a private space in the back of the EMT truck, beating off, getting your nut off, and then you putting it in people's food and in their drinks. And what? But none of it was their food. None of it. This is just you doing this for show and tell. I'm not harming anyone. I'm not trying to make nobody else sick. I haven't done anything to none of these people in here. Everything that I do to this food, I'm doing it to myself. I'm putting in my own coffee and my own donuts and fries and burgers and whatever the hell else I bring in here. I haven't done anything to none of these people. I haven't done anything at all. It's all a part of social media. It's all about marketing and strategy and reaching a specific type of audience. I'm just trying to reach my audience. I'm just trying to talk to the people. There are people who enjoy me beating off and pissing in people's coffees and jacking off, and I'm doing it for that group of people. I would never do that to my coworkers. How dare you arrest me? Does that sound like that shit makes sense? Now, I get it. Everybody got their thing. Everybody got their thing. Some people like feet. Some people like fecal matter. Some people like women to sit on their face and suffocate them half to death. I get it. This is something else. This goes beyond my understanding, my comprehension, because I could never grasp going to McDonald's or working at any type of restaurant, unzip, pull my trousers down, turn a movie on, and then make a evening of it. And then just go back to work like everything is fine. And you know what the messed up part about the whole thing is? Over the last 3-4 years, just the last 3-4 years alone, I done seen stories. There's one that I haven't even covered yet. I've seen stories of women taking their menstrual, putting it in food. I've seen men doing DoorDash and Uber deliveries. They take their shoe off. They take the bottom of their shoe and they put it in your shit. Like I'm trying to be completely legitimately serious here. If you DoorDash, if you have people delivering your food or any of that, I behoove you to maybe rethink it. Now, everybody is not moving like that, but I only need to see it one time. All I need is one time. The second I started seeing that these motherfuckers is spitting in your food, they peeing in your food, they doing. As soon as I figured out that they was doing that shit, I was done with fast food, my nigga. I don't even want to go and stand there and watch you fix it. I don't. Humans are trifling. Humans are nasty as hell, man. Especially if they're unhappy. If they're unhappy, miserable, they don't like the job. They're just there just to be there so they can get their money and go home. And they got a supervisor, somebody that get on their fucking nerve, or somebody that they can't stand, or they just have. They will ruin your entire day. These people will go months, weeks, years sabotaging your food, putting stuff in your food. You don't even know it. You sitting up here eating a burrito, and it's more than just that meat in there. 23 counts. 23 counts. And he wants me to believe that all of this is for his social media. This is for his OF. Let me ask a question. When did we get to a point in life where clicks, views, and likes meant more than having any type of morals, any type of dignity, decency? Like, you will literally set yourself on fire just to get the general public to like you, to make you famous. You will throw your family under the bus, your friends, your children. You'll even ruin your own brand and reputation at the cost of coming up. You want the blue check. You want 1 million subscribers. You want everybody to worship the ground you walk on. You want everybody to see you as being special, popping, red carpet. You'll break a leg, stub a toe. You'll break your neck just so that the people on YouTube will like you. I know the economy is bad. I understand life ain't easy right now. There's a lot of hardships, a lot of struggle. I understand people going through. I get it. But at the expense of no. Imagine you find out that somebody that you work alongside has been urinating in your food. You know, when you go to work, you take your lunch, you put it in the refrigerator or a designated space to keep it covered until you get ready for your lunch, if that's what you do. Imagine finding out that somebody that you work with, they've been defecating, ejaculating all over the place, leaving little treats and prizes inside of your stuff. Trifling, nasty, right? It makes you sick just thinking about it, right? Yeah. Why wouldn't it? The level of betrayal, the depravity. Do you know how sick you have to be? Do you know how far down the rabbit hole of darkness you have to go to do that? I get it. You might not even like the people that you work with, but you're a grown ass man, my nigga. Bro, 36 years old. You 36 years old. You don't know how to be normal? Is this what normal is now? Picking up the phone, your tablet, your device, and going on multiple platforms, going in grocery stores, taking your panties off, leaving it in food, having sex with inmates in prison, and then sending it off to market your body off to make some extra money. You got platforms that they financially abuse men for pleasure. Like what's up, man? 2026 done showed me so much. Done showed me so much about people. And as much as I want to think, and as much as I believe there's still normal people out here, it's clear and it's quite obvious our level of discernment is trash. People that we think we know, we don't know them at all. Not by a long shot. Some of these folks, man, they look like Jeffrey Dahmer, normal, dress good, smell good, normal, average, pedestrian, just going to and fro, but they eat caterpillars and frog legs, and they chew on bricks. They sniff fucking crayon shavings. They not right in the mind. Something is mentally off with a person who gets up out of their bed in the morning. And I'm going back to this part. He's a paramedic. He's not a grocery store clerk. He's not at a fast food restaurant window. He's a paramedic. The brother is responsible for resuscitating someone who was losing their breath. He's responsible for trying to bring somebody from the brink of death. I can imagine getting out of the bed in the morning at 4, 5 in the morning, thinking, oh, I'm gonna go to work today. I'm gonna save up all this pee. I'm gonna save up all this grade A urine, and I'm just gonna pour it in your Starbucks, and I'm gonna do it on a weekly basis, and I'm gonna act like we are the greatest of friends. Is that normal to you? Does any of that resonate with you? Because it sure as hell don't me. You know why I wanted to talk about this in length? I didn't want to do a quick 10-minute, 5-minute video. The reason why I wanted to speak about this, it's a constant reminder to myself just how weird some people can be. That we're not all perfect, that we all mess up, that we all make mistakes, that we all sin, that we all fall short. Stop pointing fingers at people. Stop being so judgmental. This is a big planet. You know how many different storylines are going on right now as we speak? The things that people are doing right now as we speak that we don't know about. He's just one of few. But on this side of the internet, I figured that might be one or two people who might see the value in knowing that there are people that might be around you who do things just like this. Yeah. Yeah. Even the ones that you don't know, that you think you know, they're just like him. I can't explain it. I wish this wasn't the case, but it is what it is. It makes it hard for you to not trust a single soul. Look over your shoulder, watch it back. Moving forward, if you taking anything into work, if you got anything that you hold dear to you, you better not let people touch it. You better be careful with where you're laying your personables. You better be careful with who you allow to speak over you. You better be careful with who you are teaming up with. This ain't the time to be so trusting at all. My guy, you need some help. You need some serious help. Because I just can't find, even with his story, him saying, I didn't do this to nobody. This is just me. This is my hobby. This is my thing. Right. First of all, nobody believes that shit. But secondly, even if you said it was, which you can't convince nobody that's what's happening. You taking this shit to your job. You're around medicine. This is another thing that pisses me off. You're around medicine, needles, tools that are utilized to save somebody. Your nasty, grubby little freaky hands are touching on equipment and IVs and all these different things. You touching on stuff that could get somebody sick or worse. And who knows how far this go back, how long he been doing it. That's wild, man. 36 years old, and that's how you moving, bro. 36. That's what we doing. That's how adults move. That's how adults act. Okay. Yeah. I'm cool on that, man. What type of sentencing do you give to somebody like that? My final thoughts. Like, what do you say to something like that? Oh, you pissed in 30 different people's food. You did this, and how do you sentence somebody like that? You give them a year, 2 years, 5 years, 20 years? Because, like, as far as I'm concerned, that shit is warranted for, give this nigga 20, 30 years. That's just as bad to me as giving somebody HIV. It is. And you know, bro, you lucky police got to you. Imagine finding out that somebody did this to you, bro. You would not be very happy with that. You would be pissed. You would absolutely be pissed. Literally and figuratively. These adults, man, they're not even adults no more. They grown babies. This big ass kids going around doing stupid stuff to people out of spite. Now handle your business. Go and confront them people that you got this issue with. Or if you don't feel like this job is enough for you and you want to embrace the OF shit, then go over there. Stay over there. That shit crazy, man. Absolutely fucking nuts. I wouldn't trust a single soul again. How could you trust a single soul again after that? How is anything normal ever normal after that? You can't trust people in fast food. The people in fast food are dogging customers. If you like to go to Fast Eddie's and Chipotle and all these places, look, be mindful. Be very mindful. It's happening. It might not be happening everywhere, but I'm not a gambler. I'm not willing to risk my health playing around with these people, man. They in the back messing with people's food, tampering with people's food, and nah, I'm not willing to do it. I'll keep my little $20, $30. I'll cook it myself. I'll get the ingredients myself. Go straight to YouTube. How to fix this. Give me a cookbook. How to fix this. Fortunately, I was brought up learning how to cook. My folks taught me how to cook. So I don't have that issue. I can just do it myself. I hate the fact that this is even a real thing. You don't turn on your cell phone or your TV and anticipate finding out that a grown man or a grown woman is putting semen in your food, in children's food. That woman got 40 years, her and her husband. I don't even know if y'all know about that story. The woman and her dude, they was putting semen in the children's cupcakes and all that shit. Got her ass 40 years. And this is a paramedic. Her husband was an officer. This is a paramedic. Weird little twisted correlation. These dudes got positions of power. Both of them can give and take life. And they're both giving and taking life. You're playing around with people, their families, their loved ones, their health, all that. You think it's funny? You think it's trendy to be nasty like that? You think it's something attractive about that? Y'all really going out of your way for social media that much? Do you really want social media to love you that much? You want the world to love you that much that you embarrass people like that? Really? Now, if this dude never got caught by the police and somebody found out, if someone had found out that he was doing this to them, and it's a man or a woman who don't got their screws right, some people don't handle things like this level-headed. Some people will crash out. If someone in that position found out that you were doing this to them and they decided eye for an eye and they're going to take your life for it, would they be wrong? Would they be wrong for crashing out on you? Because you violating in like every aspect that you can possibly violate somebody. It's very sad, very disappointing, very painful to watch it. These are adults. This is somebody that works side by side with you. This is like cheating on your husband or your wife, but I don't know. I could never look at. This is why I like my space. I don't really like having a lot of people around me, man, because some of y'all be some weirdos, man. Your heart be distant from the words that come out of your mouth. You say you on the up and up, you're a good guy, a good girl, you love this, you love that, you do things out of the kindness of this and that, but your heart be somewhere else. And this just shows there's not enough money in the world. There's not enough clout in the world that would have me do or treat somebody like that. And then you just going to sleep at night comfortable. Sorry. That's rough, man. I don't know if he got a mental issue. I don't know if he got a personal vendetta. I don't know if this is a fetish. I don't know if this is. I know a lot of this is the internet's fault. A lot of this is definitely the internet's fault. Because whatever you looking at on these platforms, I get a feeling like he saw something on TikTok or one of these dark web sites. He got an idea from it. He put his own spin to it to compete on OnlyFans. Because that's not something that you just wake up the next day and say, oh, I'm going to start urinating in people's milk. I'm gonna bake you a nice slice of cake or pie, and then nobody's with a normal working brain is thinking like that. You got that from somewhere. You stare at these screens too long, man. I'm telling you, it creates some freaky people. Stare at these screens long enough. And let your heart get warped and corrupted by some of the things that you get tempted by up here, man. It changes folks, man. Social media has done a number on some people. I'm good. I'll pass. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody is not like this, and I want to say thank you to the men and women who still carry themselves with decency. You still hold folks accountable. You remind us that there's still good out here in the world. You still step in and help a person who is going through. You didn't allow social media to change you. You didn't allow your positions of power to change you. I thank you for staying grounded. I thank you for not falling for the temptations and the nepotism, and you don't want to be a part of the in crowd, and you keep doing what's right regardless if it's popular or not. I appreciate you. It's hard to trust people anymore. It's hard to love people anymore. We make it too difficult. Thank you for staying true to yourself. Thank you for doing your job. I don't know what you do for a living. Thank you for doing it with love. Even though it might get on your nerve and it's not paying you that much. Thank you for doing your job because you enjoy it. Even if you don't, I appreciate you. Thank you for not letting people who turn their back on you turn you into a monster. Because it's very easy. It's very, very easy. Throw him under the jail. Throw him under the jail. I don't know if there's any type of help for him. But my thoughts and prayers go out to the people that were involved, because I couldn't imagine. I don't even be trying to think about that, because we've all eaten out places. So the idea that I could have consumed something from somebody who did this, yeah, I'm not even trying to comprehend that. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this evening. Trying to make it do what it do, man. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be an interesting week, to say the least. So tap in, and I will see you Monday, Lord willing. Y'all take it easy. Hold on a minute.